Hey everyone, welcome back to an amazing live stream. And today we have Akshay here with us. He is from OLake by. You go ahead, Akshay. Go on.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So far we have been seeing a lot of contributions coming out here in our OLake organization, and it's pretty amazing to see how the complete program has evolved. I've been open source contributor at first as well. I've been eyeing out this program when I was a college student, and it's been great to see that I've been managing some of the projects, and right now it's OLake being one of the good of them. Just for the starting off, this complete session and everything would be more like a cozy conversation in which me and Praveen would having discussion around how the things have been evolving onto the side of open source, how OLake as an organization who touches every single line of code to the production has been considering the contributors to contribute. Every single line of code has to be reviewed multiple times before we can go ahead and start off.
And is everyone
So,
able to hear us? Please mention it in the chat section and
yeah,
keep the
sure.
chat on topic as well so that we have Akshay to answer every single thing about OLake. Even I have got no clue what OLake is, but yes, we will be learning everything about that.
Sure. So, as usual, we would be going ahead and starting off with some of the few slides in which my main intention is to just keep you guys hooked up. Of course, it's a conversation. You don't have to eye yourself onto the slides, but at the same time, just go ahead and put on forward your various set of questions and everything you have. This is going to be a session that can maybe shape you better as an open source contributor to an organization. Right, if you are eyeing how to go ahead and contribute in the side of GSOC, which is going to be commenced in a few months, and the same time, if you're someone who just want to go ahead and start off with the proposals of those organizations, this could be one of the cool things that's going to be starting you off. So keep all of your questions alive and just go ahead and put on them.
So many
Right.
people,
So
so many people will be like, I want to get into GSOC and organization.
yeah,
So something you should say about this, like joining
uh,
or contributing to OLake via SWoC will eventually help in GSOC or something like that.
exactly. Yeah. So of course, like what I have been seeing it around is, of course, as you can see, the complete GSOC and of course the organizations there are very much concerned about the fact that the people and the every contribution comes and actually it it's worthwhile, right? Mostly like I was the one who have created around two proposals for an organizations, and of course I got rejections. Firstly, one of the reasons why was I don't have a good open source profile. And that's where these kind of programs, SWoC, Hacktoberfest, go ahead and help you to go ahead and build out a profile for you so that you can go ahead and push them out to the various set of contributors on Slack that, hi, I have such kind of a good profile. Let's go ahead and start experimenting with this particular repository. To this day, has been one of my things when I've been across the table managing a open source program. My level one has been to review all the GitHub profiles of every single person out of them before I can go ahead and start. Right.
Amazing.
So of course, yeah. So
Welcome to SWoC. So, for those people who don't know what exactly is Social Winter of Code, it's a 3 month long or 2 month long open source program where you would be. It is almost similar to how Google Summer of Code and other similar Summer of Code or Winter of Codes work. So, it is Social Winter of Code, and we have around like 47 projects registered under the open source banner, and there is our OLake, which is the premium contributor. Like, how should we even tell that, Akshay? You go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So consider one of these factors, of course, mostly the contributors and everyone who joined in the open source programs have their intention of, okay, let's just contribute to a repository. That's all they care. Usually things are not like that, right? You can see some issues. Usually they just go ahead and copy paste that issue in a GitHub and like just go ahead and push it to the cursor and then just go, okay, solve this issue out. If it would have been that easy, I would have been even go ahead and push it out as an issue. We love to go ahead and see the issues that have been solved by the people as good first issue, good second issues, by not some AI rubbish at the end of the day. Those people should know how code works, and those people should know that this particular each line of code already going off to the production where different hundreds of other companies are using our product, OLake. So that is one of the things why we need a separate class of like a OSS repository, organization repository, where you can go and contribute. But of course, we target experienced contributors. So that is something that you have to keep in mind once you're going ahead and contributing. And of course, if we just go ahead and start off with this thing, like Praveen, as you stated, right? a lot of people might not know what OLake is, right?
Exactly.
And
That
how
is
it's
that is
been,
what is happening in the comments right now. People are fighting
yeah,
over what exactly OLake is.
exactly. So let's just go ahead and spin out to the slides, right? So let me
Absolutely.
just go ahead and share off my screen.
So I'm just looking at a lot of cool things. So first thing,
Mhm.
bro, just tell people what exactly the OLake stack that was built about above. So
Yeah,
what
sure.
what is the stack that OLake was built on?
Okay, so firstly, can you see my screen? I hope.
I am yes. Wow, cool.
Oh,
Cats.
okay,
We
okay,
are
okay.
cats in tech. Okay, just a small shout out to my community, my women in tech
Yeah.
community. Anyone from Cats in Tech by any chance? Just put a small hello here.
Yeah. So, yeah, of course, people. So, as you can see, we have been started off at everything. But of course, if you can see around, is of course, OLake and entire other repositories have been built around one core language, and everything that revolves around it is that you have to be master in it, right? So, that's one of the reason we at OLake have been built around in Golang. What is Golang to you, and what is Golang to all other people out there? Golang is basically a language which is built on a very low level
Bro,
language kind of a platform.
make
Yeah.
it a bit zoom, like you are in
Okay,
35%.
okay.
make
Okay, okay,
it
okay,
make it a
okay.
bit bigger.
Let me just go ahead and share it again. Even I was thinking like,
Bro,
how are you guys able to see it pretty clearly?
yeah, we couldn't see
Yeah.
anything. That's what was the complaint.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Make the window size bigger, man. That's it, as simple as that.
Yeah. It's just that, like it's not showing that maximizing button. So that's
Don't
all.
maximize it. Just extend the window. Okay, great.
Works?
Okay, now make it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Bro,
I
there is
have
a plus button there, bro.
got it. Yes.
Okay, command plus, please. Command plus. Command plus. Array,
Okay, folks. I have Praveen out here teaching me. I
how
was
to
teaching you
zoom.
guys Golang. I have Praveen teaching me how to zoom. So hopefully this is fine.
This is perfect, man. Okay, cool.
Cool.
We are good. We are
Cool,
good.
cool, cool, folks. So yeah, again, we are back to the cats, right? So if you can, folks, see out here, what I have been talking about is, of course, the open source side and how we can go ahead and start off with some real conversations. So firstly, every other repository and every other organization out there is built on one core language. As I stated, we at OLake have been built in Golang. If you are someone who doesn't know Golang at all, every other person will just go ahead and push out the issues on our repository. We share them this thing that, okay, your profile doesn't have a good Golang experience. You can go ahead and start off with these resources. We send them over there in the comment section. So, like on the GitHub discussion, you can go ahead and start off with that. But if you are experienced, there are a lot of things that comes along with it. Then there are a lot of things that we can see coming out in OLake as we are seeing a lot of contributions. So firstly, of course, we had this complete thing of a Q&A in the Slack where a lot of people were pushing into the side of questions and pushing on, okay, how you can go ahead and contribute, or what are the real developers that will help us to reply to our various issues and the pull request. So that was one thing that we also encouraged under OLake, that a lot of people should have their questions, and beat any small niche questions, we don't care about it as long as you are interested just to contribute to open source. And maybe you not contribute to OLake, you can contribute to other organizations, but at the same time become an open source contributor that can, at the end of the day, come by at OLake once again and start contributing. Right. So that's all we have been seeing it around. And of
To
course,
be
inside.
honest, you actually answered one of the questions in chat as well.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
So that
I
was
have
one
a
of the
third
questions that
eye.
was asked. That was asked like how
Mhm.
yeah, something related to the contribution and stuff. Yes, go on.
Yeah, so far it's been around that, and of course, one of the questions is, of course, why would what OLake is and why it exists is this, right? So I have told this thing in our previous inauguration ceremony that we had along with Praveen and Jay. We had a discussion around it. So what OLake is, at the end of the day, it's an open source organization. It's a tool that is built to go ahead and push your data from existing sources, which can be Postgres, MySQL, or any other, like even Kafka, if you have heard about it. It's a data streams platform to Apache Iceberg. Now, what it is, where you come. So, like, of course, this is the technical side. Where contributors and where every other developers come from is you manage the stack, you manage the bridge that connects these sources onto the destination of Apache Iceberg. So, this is what you have been working on. You have been working on OLED. You have been making it faster. How you have been making it faster is, of course, using onto the side of various partitions that you can apply on data, how you can partition the data so clearly such that it manages to go to the destination faster and better, and of course, accurate without minimal issues. So that is what we have been doing at OLake, and this is of course where you come back, where every other contributor has been contributing has come back. So like of course I will share my screen and show how you can go ahead and contribute. That was another section. But of course, this is one of the things that you have been working around. And of course, one of the cool thing is, of course, every other contributor out here is, of course, here to make an impact. We welcome every other person. A lot of folks have joined on our Slack. We have got around 500 plus Slack members. So I hope my, no, it doesn't work in Zoom. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh,
So,
what
so
what were you,
what,
what were you trying to do?
it shoots out balloons, right?
Oh, you
It
want
doesn't work.
balloons? What you can do is on the top there is this reactions, and then
Yeah,
uh,
it is. It is. Usually it happens. Oh yeah. Thanks a lot, Praveen. Thanks a lot.
and
So
this is something for you for showing us what OLake is. Ah.
yeah, so of course, we were really excited when we saw these numbers, and it was really great to see that every other contributor out here is having a discussions, right? We would even have as low as 10 people, but all 10 of them having discussion in Slack is what we want, right? So our main intention has been around it. Our main intention is everything that you can go ahead and start contributing on to Olake as easy as possible, right? So this is more around it, and of course, the journey around social winter of code has been amazing. So, Praveen, if you wanna cover that around.
Yeah. So okay, I got slightly sidetracked by the chats as well. I could see a lot of people who are currently
Mhm.
chatting, which is nice. So there are like a couple of questions as well. Do you want to quickly look at the chat once, which is related to
Sure.
Olake? Yeah, there are like so many cool things.
Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
look at that. Look at
So,
that.
yeah, it would be really likely to see a demo of the project code. Yeah, surely, Sahil. So, I will go ahead and, of course, I will go ahead and go to the documentation and show you how each and every command means, what each command you can go ahead and run out in your system, and a complete video walkthrough in which you can go ahead and like see how those commands are running and how it instantiates to even set up that project and start contributing. So I will
Okay,
share that
then
completely.
then in that case, before the demo, so it's a time
Mhm.
for a check-in so that people who want to
Mhm.
get
Sure, sure.
50 points bonus check-in, folks, don't miss this. So
Nice,
the
nice.
forms are out at this point of time, and it has also been pinned on the chat. So don't miss that, and then don't come again asking
Yeah.
like, where are the forms?
So,
This will be active only
I,
for 5 minutes. Five
okay,
minutes.
folks, make sure to collect these 50 points, make sure to fill out the form. But meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question. So,
Yes.
Karthik has asked me best way to optimize a GitHub profile. So, see, I am a person, I don't like any fancy GIS, I don't like any fancy animation and everything running on your README. I don't like it. But as long as your GitHub is green with quality
Oh,
contributions. So,
basically, you are asking me don't have a profile just like me. I have a dino running in, and also there is a
okay.
snake running in and collecting all the contributions. Yeah, don't do that. Agreed.
Okay. Yeah, as long as if you have a beautiful profile like Praveen in which it's green, I would love it. I would love it. Like, so what you can go ahead and do is actually start building out your personal projects, start building out on your ideas, make that GitHub green, push and single commit, push and whatever you want to do, just make that GitHub green. Even if I will see a side project that you are running, maybe a to-do list, but it should have be a good to-do list.
One
If
one
you have
thing
made,
is one thing is consistency. So whatever
exactly.
whatever Akshay says is right, but on top of it, make sure you are doing something every single day or every now and then. Don't do like, okay, on the October month, I'm gonna be the best open source guy
Yeah,
or girl, and then you do like 10,000 commits, and then rest of the year don't blank away. So that's
exactly.
something is not accepted. Do something small every single day or every single week at a particular time or something
Uh,
like that. Set
exactly.
aside a time. Yeah, Akshay, go on. You go
Yeah,
ahead.
so of course, like what I had a friend who used to make his GitHub profile game. What he used to do is he used to solve DSA, and every single day he used to go ahead and push that solution to GitHub. That's fine, but as long as I want to see some good contribution as well, like I have there been multiple times when I hover on each of these contributions and open that repository on which that person was contributing and see what it was about. right? So if I'm seeing you are building a side project and you are committing on it on every day, you are working on it. So that shows the dedication of how you can go ahead and handle out a repository. So that is one of the good things that I would love to go ahead and see. And that's how you can go ahead and start off. Have a side project, start building it with one of your few friends. That's the beauty of GitHub, right? And then go ahead and start making your GitHub profile green. That's one of the core things. When I've been a project admin, there have been multiple people have been asking in the GitHub discussions how we can go ahead and contribute. That is the thing that I basically scavenge around. Like, okay, GitHub profiles, green, good for it. Let me just go ahead and see it around. And of course, second is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, if usually you have attached on GitHub, that's good, but that's one of the cool things to have. So another is questions that are coming is what
Bro,
tech stack is of course done.
yes.
Yeah.
So basically, I have done something totally different in this case. Yes, what he said is right.
Mhm.
So Git, LinkedIn is one of the coolest tool which you can use for your career optimization.
Yeah.
So far, I have been working as a director of engineering, vice president of engineering, that too in JP Morgan Chase and other big companies in big fintechs. How do I get those? Through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is one of the best tools to make sure your voice is heard and stuff like that. It's fine if you want to use AI tools or something like that, go ahead, use it. But every single day, tell something about what you do. Something like, okay, today I learned about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Today I learned about what OLake does. Today I learned about React. Today I learned about TypeScript. Today I learned about Tailwind. This is a cool code that I worked on, and it has got something
Agree.
really amazing going on. And you all should try something like that. These kind of things. Go check out my LinkedIn profile for your quick idea of like what is happening and how things are working out. Like what I do is I schedule posts. So uh, what I said always is make sure you are consistent every single day. So it would be hard for anyone to consistently keep posting every single day. But look at my profile every day at 9 a.m. UK time, or what is it? 3:30 p.m. India time, depends. 2:30 p.m. 3.
Mhm.
So it will be there. There will be a post coming up at that point of time. But I'm not posting it every single day. Like I'm not waking up at putting an alarm, creating a post at that time. I kind of like research a lot of things that are relevant to me, what I'm working on. Like my wife is JavaScript, my girlfriend is React.js. How many of you have heard about this
Mhm.
a long time, right? Sorry. So this is the area where I dominate, and I try to find all these interesting things and then keep a stash of everything and then keep putting everything every single day, like kind of like schedule everything. So even if I die today, another next 90 days, it's gonna speak for itself. So that's what you should be doing. This is one of the ideas. And at times when like let's say Akshay hijacks me, like today's stream, so I'm supposed to be here, but Akshay is also here. He's showing something
Yeah.
about and other things. So those kind of things are special posts. So obviously I'll try to put that randomly whenever it happens, a day ago, a day before, or something like that. So next week on the 22nd, we are going to host a big event in London. So there is a post coming up, there's a video coming up. So all these things can be ad hoc, but there should be something every single day consistently about you, what you work on, what you love working,
Exactly.
etc. So make sure you do that. And over to you, Akshay.
Yeah, so of course, like let me just go ahead and cater another couple question before I go ahead and spin off to the next slide, which is of course around why open source feels confusing, right? So, so firstly, let's just go ahead and answer like what's one contribution mistake you see students doing repeatedly. So of course, as I have stated, a lot of folks are coming as SWoC to of course optimize their open source profile. That is good. That is lovely to see. But at the same time, OLake is organization repository. You have to see it around, you have to experiment with it around. And at the same time, we are not stopping it. Even in the summer edition of the social code, we can just go ahead and have a repository published there as well. But what we want to go ahead and see is that you go and spin up that project. If there are any errors, go ahead and spin up on our Slack and ask us. And one of the biggest mistake is, of course, when people are not at all aware about the tech stack, and what they all do is just go ahead and push that issue into the GitHub, get some AI rubbish from the cursor, and then just push it. So that is something it's very much clearly
Not
visible
not
when it
exactly
happens like that.
rubbish though, not exactly slop though, but just have a quick.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it would be good to have a good rundown if you have even AI generating. Even I do tons of coding with AI. I have 2 billion tokens that I've used in my wrapped that came on cursor. So that's cool. So, and also, another question is if this whole stream is, of course, I think I've answered. So yeah, let's go ahead and spin up to the next slide. So,
I have another thing to say. So, how many of you are
sure.
active on LinkedIn? Like, we are talking about LinkedIn and taking our brand to a higher limit, right? So, in that case,
Mm.
here's a small challenge for everyone. It's a social media challenge. So, go ahead. We are currently talking about OLake, and Akshay is here from OLake. And if you want to say something nice or like whatever questions that you might have, which are not covered here, or if we forget to check it here.
Right.
So here's a link to the LinkedIn post about this, and please go ahead, add your comments on it. Probably I can get you, or maybe Akshay can get you a job or something like that for the best comment or something
That's
like that.
awesome.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, like obviously, whatever you are learning here is going to help you a lot. So go ahead, put a comment here. We will switch to slides from Akshay.
Yeah. So, of course, I think this is the one of the cool things that we have covered so far. So, right next would be, of course, how the complete social winter of code has been at OLake. But of course, to answer a lot of questions is, of course, why open source feel confusing to a lot of people. I have been a very big victim of this. I have contributed and I have lost so many times. So, of course, one of the very, very big issues that the people have in mind is when they're contributing, of course, if it's an organization like OLake, we reject the profiles if you don't have a good GitHub profile. And if I want to get build a good GitHub profile, the organizations are not accepting me. Very much, I get it. But to a lot of people why open source feel confusing is because you haven't contributed in a repository and you have not a good amount of commits and you're not basically that confident in yourself. That is one of the core issues that revolves around. And of course, you should be aware of how Git works, right? There are at the end of the day only a few commands: git, add, commit, push. But there are a lot of things that are working around in the background. Maybe you have to go ahead and shift from a base branch of yours to staging, and that is another command that you have to learn. And then if you want to go ahead and take care of some merge conflicts, that is another thing that you have to cover around. This only comes with experience. This only comes with when you are contributing an organization, when you are doing an internship in an organization, and when you're working with two, three people in the same repository. That is the kind of experience you need to have, because that is one of the things that will make you confident out there. I was the one who was going ahead and creating proposals for SWoC, and I didn't got accepted. One of the biggest highlight that was is because maybe I didn't have that good of a Git understanding. Maybe I didn't have that good of a profile on GitHub. These are the one of those things that you don't make yourself that confident and don't able to pitch to the various set of developers out there that yeah, I'm a really good contributor. And of course, so another cool thing is README files is basically your, what do you say? That like it's kind of a golden snitch that you have been changing, like it was in Harry Potter. I just watched it yesterday. So yeah, consider that you. This is one of the thing that you have to chase. You have to see it around. You have to basically in a lot of good organizations, the README is very much thoroughly represented. Over there in OLake, we also have it. If you go to our just search GitHub OLake, and you will see the README that is so detailedly told. Even there is a video, a GIF in that. It has basically each set of commands that you have to go ahead and set up the development environment, how you can go to the documentation, and everything is there in the reading. So have that as a reference, read it out, set up your project, and then successively cover all the points in the reading. So that is something that helps you, right? And if you are basically confused about how to contribute, it's maybe because of a reason you might not have contributed in a lot of other short level programs. Start experimenting with Hacktoberfest. Hacktoberfest does have a lot of organizations, does have a lot of small scale organizations as well. You can go ahead and start experimenting with it and build your profile, right? And another is, of course, that was also I was pretty scared was there are issue threads that have over 50 plus comments, right? People are getting assigned issues, de-assigned issues, and they're having discussions. There are maintainers that are telling, okay, this is the issue, this is the issue, and they're picking very, very small things, right? So you might be okay, why should I contribute if they are picking each and every line? They are testing me on each and every particular space. And at the end of the day, you have generated it through AI. You might not be aware of it. Then you have to go back to the AI, ask him, okay, what this line meant? Why was this here? Then answer the same to that maintainer. This is not how it works, right? I have seen contributors that have pushed their code. I'm asking, okay, why is this particular line here? Why aren't we going this with the existing component that exactly does the same thing? Maybe you can reuse it here. They're not aware of it because they haven't seen the code. I'm not telling you to go and reach each single line of code. I'm just saying if you are experimenting with it, if you're seeing it around, maybe get a good grasp. First, tell the cursor what this complete repository does, what each of these folders hold. If I'm contributing to this issue, what are the files that I should be bringing out to? Then basically go and structure your contribution. This is one thing that would really help you, right? And of course, a lot of people have some fear of asking dumb questions. I would say really good if you are asking. I have seen people asking on Slack as well. Yeah, go ahead, Praveen.
I have a question on that. Actually, Shri
Hmm.
Deepika said something. So I want to post on
Hmm.
LinkedIn, but I think that people will judge and say no skills, but everything is show off. Especially people around us, we have to hear a lot from them every day. Absolutely golden words, Shruti, Deepika. The thing is,
Hmm.
when I was in Chennai around 14, 15 years ago, when I was in my
Hmm.
college and even in my company, first company, my colleagues and my classmates were actually telling like, "Hey, Praveen, you're fit for nothing, man. You don't know how to talk."
Hmm.
Yeah, obviously, I don't know how to talk. You know what is the first rule of my university, college, or something like that? It's like no girls and boys should talk to each other, and you should not have any kind of like a social interaction. You should study, study, study. Okay, that's what even the South Indian parents are. So I'm from Chennai,
Exactly.
Tamil Nadu. Tamil speaking Telugu guy, Telugu speaking Tamil guy, whatever you call it. Tamil and Telugu is my thing, so that you understand culturally where I am coming from. So a lot of people here are like literally study, 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 only study, only study. Doesn't happen anywhere. You will never go anywhere. You will be knowledgeable, but a knowledge that is not practically used, that is, if you are not skillful enough, it is good
Exactly.
for nothing. This is something that I learned very sharply, very harshly after getting hit a lot of times, something like that. And another thing is, yes, people around you, including your relatives, are not summa only. Okay, so those people and all, they are just they either pull your leg. See, everyone is jealous about everyone. That is how the whole world is there right now. Think from a common point of view perspective. So who is going see, it's not like, okay, look everyone like a business or something like that. Don't look that way. That is bad. Again, that is what is practical as well. So why am I even friends with Akshay? Oh, I would be getting a good
Hmm.
recognition. I would be getting a, yeah, but don't be over explicitly telling about that, even though that is
Yeah.
true to an extent. But be human as well. So Akshay is a good person. Akshay is a good friend of mine. And also when we had an interaction, I could learn a lot from him. Oh, how do I pay back to him? I can do a lot of things like this. And whatever talents, this is really good. And this becomes a friendship as well. So apart from these things, you should see what is positive in others and then try to encourage that. So similarly, if you start something new, there will be 100 people who are going to support you. Out of that,
True, true.
obviously there will be 20 dogs that bark. Forget about them, ignore them, try to ignore it. So when you start, so do you know how many bad messages or extremely to break my feeling, there are like hundreds of messages I see every single day. Doesn't make any problem. So for those people who understand Tamil, அவன் என்ன உனக்கு என்ன பொண்ணா கொடுக்க போறான் பசங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். So to give a quick understand to give a quick translation, so I see in this kind of a context, is he gonna give me a girl to marry, or is he gonna give you a guy to marry? Like, forget about that. It's a dog that barks and then goes away. No one's here to judge you on your abilities. Only the person who can judge you is your potential employer, a person who is gonna be there for your life. Other than that, whoever judges, it's like dogs barking. As simple as that. Let them say you are showing off. They are just talking things behind your back. You are one step ahead of them. So think in that way. And Deepika, please show off on LinkedIn. We are here to support you.
Exactly.
Right, bro?
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Like, I would like to add on to that. Like, I had my own community geek room, right? So we already have a lot of hackathons and everything conducted. So I used to go ahead and push a lot on LinkedIn. I still do, right? Even though I'm working at a job, I still do. I love to go ahead and build out my own personal personality as well, like talking about the various set of things. And of course, like, just to also answer your question, Deepika, there are, of course, a ton of people that have been talking about at your back, like, why are you doing this and why that? But one of the core things they might also have in mind is this person got a breakthrough. She's posting, or like he's posting, and he's going out there telling the people that I'm doing this. And every other HR and every other person out there, he or she is from a background that might not be aware of the complete tech stack. They will only judge you by your potential face value. That's where LinkedIn will help you. You will go ahead and talk about the various things, talk and put it in your words. That's where LinkedIn will help. And okay, so they will judge, okay, so this HR would be the person who will be judging at the end of the, okay, so this is a person who goes to the events, he posts a lot, he will go build a good face value for our organization. Let's get him, right? That is one of the core things. And even I'm working as a developer in my company, this has helped me a lot because I have a face value, and that's what organizations are chasing this day. We are the Gen Z, and we have to be involved on that sense. That's where it helps, right? So, yeah, of course. So let's just go ahead and go to the next slide. So, of course, there are questions how to go ahead and contribute to OLake in the chat, but let me just go ahead and answer a few of them. So, how people usually contribute to OLake, let me just go ahead and give a brief out, right? So, either you can go and write on code or work on some features. Features would be, of course, a very, very big thing. If you're working, it would be like an advanced issue. If you're working on a feature like that, that is something a spot on if you're working. Usually, people work on some set of bugs, right? You have a bug. Why is this thing not working like that? Why is this connector not doing the kind of task we want it to do? Completely, it's like a good detailed issue. You can read it around. And if you don't understand that issue, you can go ahead and ask on our Slack. But usually they contribute to code, fix bugs, contribute to features, improve some performance. Secondly is documentation. OLake Docs is a separate repository, though it's not part of the SWoC, but there are people who also contribute to OLake by documentation. How we can go ahead and do that is, of course, we also have some issues on the OLake Docs of why this particular thing is like that, why is this tab not working, and such like this. Some good first issues that you can go ahead and start off. These are something that even Cursor might help you to do, but of course, writing a documentation is, of course, comes by writing blogs. If you're someone who's interested about writing blogs and you think you have a good understanding on the data engineering, you know, have a good grasp on the Apache Iceberg and how things work, and you can contribute to blogs, like props to you. Like we would love to have you on board. We would love to have a further discussion for you. We will even go ahead and pay you for your existing set of content that you're pushing out to OLake. We would love to have you do that. If you are someone who can write some good set of blogs, some good set of content and touches the people that each and every aspect as someone who's viewing it from the other end. And then of course issues. If you see an issue, tell it to the people, push it onto the GitHub, create an issue and say, okay, these folks are not doing the good thing and this is how it should happen, right? Just put it out there. We'd love to see it around. And if you want, you can pick that issue by yourself. And of course, some discussions is, of course, the last thing. Jump onto some existing issues, put out your questions. Why is this thing like that? And stuff like that. Pretty. This is how usually every other organization, every other person, or every other repository that works. These are the four core things that you might see, and not more than that. You have to be master in either of one. You have to be master in have a good contribution in either of one. If you have, you already have a good support. Under GSOC as well, there are a lot of repositories that come only onto the set of documentation that they are not requiring you to write your code. They are requiring, okay, you can write some blogs, you can write some content, stuff like that. So pretty much this is how the thing revolves. So you don't have to worry yourself more. And this is how you have been seeing it around. Right. So if you are someone interested, there are questions, of course, that came very early. And we'll just go ahead and see onto the chat as well if there are any existing ones as well. Praveen, are there any so far?
There are some nice questions as well. There is one
Yeah.
person who is having his semester exam tomorrow and
Oh,
attending this one. I'm happy, but at the same time, that is very important as well.
I have skipped college for so long, dude.
Yes, and I'm scared about your studies as well. So we are all concerned about that too. So make sure that you are studying well. And
Yeah,
a
the best
lot
of
of
luck.
insightful comments. I'm trying to look at all the comments, and thank you so much, Sahil Batane, from the heart, bottom of my heart. He has given a super chat. Thank you.
Oh,
He's
wow, nice.
thank you so much.
Yeah, so like one question I've been seeing is how I have a question of how to make a project ready for open source to become a project admin. Really cool question if you are seeing it around the table. So yeah, the name is CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, so if I'm asking and I'm answering to this to Ronaldo, I would answer it like, see, uh, a lot of organizations and a lot of repositories firstly need to have a good structured issues page, right? Each and every issue that you push have to be structured of good first issue, good second issue, and then each issue should be detailed with a description of how you want the expected behavior and everything to look like before you have a profile that you can just go ahead and push out the issues to. So if you want to go ahead and have a good profile on to the side of repository that it get accepted to the open source programs, you need to have a good detailed issues page, a good README, a good issues page, and each issue should be detailedly and very well explained. And also, you should have a bandwidth to cater these issues. If someone is going ahead and pushing out a pull request, make sure to give it a review. Even say, okay, even if you're saying like, okay, it's completely AI rubbish, ask him this, do you have a good grasp of this tech stack? If you don't, I will tell you to do it right now. If you want, we can go ahead and deassign this issue to you. You can come back later and pick up other set of issues. This is how you have to cater. Contributors are also out there to learn. You as a project admin are also out there to learn. I learned a lot by being a project admin. So cater to each and every contributors like your own developer. Tell them, okay, this is how you would learn, and successively, who knows, that person might become a part of very core contributor of your organization. We have seen folks that have joined us from big companies. Like we had one of our contributors, Daniel, who works at companies Cordial, right? And that's how we engaged with them. And then they experimented with OLake in their organization, and they are one of the customers that are using OLake in their production environment. So see, this is how it evolves, right? So of course. So I guess you are answering some of the questions. And are there any tips to find proper issues in open source project not
I'm
already mentioned?
actually
Uh-huh.
answering Vandana Alu's question. It's an amazing question, and
Okay.
I'm just answering in as much as detailed manner as possible. Thanks, Vandana, for asking that question. The
Okay,
question
right.
is like, what are all the top reasons beginner PRs don't get merged, and how can we avoid them from day one? So I'm just giving a couple of answers. Like the first thing is about the
Sure.
clarity, that being the first thing. Like they just don't even see what the project is all about, and
Exactly.
or maybe see, first thing is clarity, that they don't know how exactly they need to tell what is the problem they are trying to solve.
Right.
Most of the times the project admins won't understand what exactly the person is trying to solve. Could be a genuine thing, but they are not able to understand what exactly that person is trying to say. And then
Right.
another question is like, a lot of like another problem is,
Mhm.
I have seen, like, you are also a part of projects and project mentors, right? So you could
Yeah.
see how many project admins are kadarifying, which means like they are crying their ass off, telling like
Mm.
all the PRs that were created are just AI slop. They just put
Exactly.
it here, they
Yeah.
copy paste. Dude, no one wants.
Exactly.
Like we can do it ourselves, right? Like why we want to give you a chance? So AI slop. And third reason is I'm actually typing that people are really not looking at the project all, and then just wait, let me type it out. Just
Yeah, sure.
creating.
So of course, to add up on that, Vandana, how you can go ahead and avoid is, of course, having a good grasp of the repository, right? And what we have at OLake is built is, of course, one good addition would be on your end as well. If you have worked on a feature, and if you have solved a bug, create a video around it. Create that it's been solved, and then attach that video, Loom video or whatever, in your reply. So it's basically, once we see that it's like 90% of your issue has been solved. If you have a video that's showing that this has been solved with the code that you pushed, be it AI slop, then we don't care. But this is the walkthrough, and this is the requirement that we have added in OLake. So if you're contributing to an issue and you don't send a video, we are not accepting your contribution. But of course, you need to have it there in place. If you are someone who's contributing, you can attach a video. It will definitely work a lot better for you. So this was one of a good addition. If you think you have contributed, you have done it with AI, no issues. Just attach a video that this is how the code looks like. This is the line I contributed this to, and this is how it's been looking solved. So I hope, Vandana, you have got the answer.
And
So Sahil
another
asking, I
please
got
go.
2000 USD in bounty solving issues through open source as well. So if anyone has doubt that open source think it as job work, oh wow, Sahil, great to have you around. Yeah, so yeah, like so of course Sahil would be a good person if he has been like considering that. Yeah, of course, I think I have seen tons of people who have a full-time job, who are working in their full-time jobs, but what they have been doing good is contributing still, right? And it's sometimes it's not for the reward, sometimes it's just for the profile, sometimes it's because they are interested that okay, we want this project, we want this particular project to evolve better. They are solving a really great use case. Let's just contribute to it. That's how what level one contributors look like for me. That okay, they are the ones that are pretty much interested. So
One more question.
another thing is
I would
yeah,
like to answer Vandana's question. So, how can a contributor differentiate themselves during SWoC, and also the maintainers should remember them even after the program ends? Basically,
yeah.
have a good rapport with them. So, this is my forte. So, I can answer this
Mhm.
in the best way,
Sure,
and
sure.
I want you to answer as well, so that I can critique myself. Okay. So, basically, the first thing is obviously make sure you are in the good books. Obviously, it's not something like putting a cheese on the butter or something like that, but it's actually
Yeah,
good
yeah, true.
good about like being responsible, being human, being approachable. So that's one of the things. Second thing is have a good understanding about the project, and make sure you are not here for sake of creating a PR, but you're genuinely improving the product as a whole. You can even not create any PR and be on the hearts of the maintainers by giving some great ideas. Like a lot of people have been giving great ideas these days. Some of them are even included in our platform.
Okay.
And another thing is like try to share whatever you know on LinkedIn, like how I do every single day. So there are like lots of opportunities to share what you worked on, what you learned recently, or something like that. That actually helps everyone, like not just you. Vandana, you have been asking a lot of amazing questions. I'm sure I will never forget you. See, you have already made an impact. Vandana, Shruti, Deepika, Sahil, the Sendil Kumar in the name of Kirti, sorry, Kirti in the name of Sendil Kumar. So all these people, I will definitely not forget you all. So this is the base thing that I would say. So go
Yeah.
ahead. And why is everyone talking about GSOC? Okay, Akshay,
Yeah.
answer and add to the answer of it of what exactly I said, if that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, and
Yeah.
then answer the
So
GSOC question.
yeah, so I've got two, three things aligned. Okay, so I will do a checklist firstly of checking off yours. So, of course, a lot of contributors, if you will go to an organization, they have their personal channel, which is Slack, right? Go to the Slack, have a conversation with the existing maintainer, have a conversation with me in the channel that I have contributed to this issue, how I can do better, or help me to go ahead and pick an issue if it's there on GitHub. We'll go ahead and spin out like see okay, this issue is something that you can contribute to, and then put forward all of a set of questions. Join our various social events, like just for stating, we have a community call that's gonna be on 28th, that is 10 days from now, and we would love to see you folks there as well. If you're someone who's interested, you can just search OLake community call Luma and it will pin out. I think we have good SEO for that. But yeah, so go ahead, join their social events, put out their questions, and in that community call, you will be sharing new features that we have posted, new connectors, and of course, that will be opening doors for more and more contributions. So, Vandana, just go ahead into the personal channel, engage in conversations. Just don't go into the DMs too much. That's not something that we encourage, but have be it on the channel, build and public. That is one of the biggest quote out there. So of course, like let's just go to the demo right now, and then we will cater to the other set of issues.
Sorry
We
for
already
the
have.
sorry for being that Kaushik that comes inside. So uh, in the Kaushik
Yeah,
Gurikanda, okay, so everyone who is interested in another 50 points, check-in time. So here you go. The forms are out,
yeah,
and then please go ahead. Make sure you check in, put your thing, and then I think I need to change something here. I think it's already
yeah.
9:15 and it's 2:45, not 2:40. So go ahead,
Correct.
folks. Add your points, get your 50 points, and in the meantime,
Maybe.
while Akshay gets ready
Maybe.
for sharing his screen and stuff like that,
Sure,
please,
sure.
please, please,
So,
please, please. Okay.
so one thing that I guess I missed was how to contribute to GSOC. Let me just go ahead and take a minute on that. So of
Yes,
course,
please.
if I will of course answer all of your questions, Harish, Karthik. There are a ton of questions, pretty great, but we will answer each of your questions. I will make sure of that. But if you are looking forward for GSOC, what I will tell you is right now on January 19th, the organizations would be up that have been accepted for the program, and like no, the application will be open in February. You will get the organizations, right? For now, go to those social channels that each of those organizations have. Usually they have a Slack. Usually they have maybe like maybe like a Discord they might have, and go on to their community, put on your various set of questions, put on your various set of errors, and start making a name for yourself out there. Introduce yourself in those channels from day one. Keep doing it, and then start contributing and in their existing issues. So don't wait for GSOC to arrive when you will go ahead and get accepted. Go, for example, if the OLake becomes part of GSOC, go to the OLake, see already existing issues, and start contributing right now. Start engaging in Slack right now. You will already build a profile. They will already get a good grasp that this person knows how to contribute to us. So, of course, this is a very, very level one kind of guy. We should accept him for the
I
GSOC.
have a question,
Yeah.
which is similar to a lot of people from my place as well. Why GSOC? Why people are so crazy about GSOC, by the way?
Yeah. So of course, I think it's of course like the ton of money that you get, of course. That is one. I think it's like 4.5 lakhs INR. So that is of course a big sum of money. But if you have been seeing it around with only money, that's of course like that. That's sad. That's sad. But of course, GSOC tag basically in my college, the companies that were out there, if they saw a GSOC contributor badge on you, they just got you an interview right away. They didn't even had some technical rounds with you. They were like, this guy knows it. Let's just get an interview with him right away. Oh wow. Nice. So we got Praveen DJ over here. And of course, we have been seeing a lot of good people and pushing out the set of questions. So that's cool to see. And GSOC badge, of course, helps you a lot. I have seen a lot of friends of mine. But of course, I have seen a lot of friends of mine who have got a good profile from Hacktoberfest event. So it's not necessary to target big names, but of course, build out a profile. So yeah, Karthik and everyone, we will answer your questions successively. Let's just go ahead to the doc. So, of course, people, this is the document section, and I will go ahead and tell you how to set up your OLake project, how to go ahead
Bro,
and
zoom,
start
zoom, zoom,
contributing.
zoom, 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 zoom.
Do I need to zoom in more? Oh my God. More?
You had been zoomed out. So this is
How
bad.
much? This is fine. I am a minimalist kind of guy. I don't like
I
this
know,
is
but
too much zoom for me.
people have eye issues. So you have to
Uh,
make it like 125% at least.
mm, I have to be empathetic. Okay, nice.
Yes.
So, guys, this is the docs, right? This is where you will find yourself. We have a separate section for you that is community. Go to the contribute to OLX section. Now, this is where everything for you as a contributor would be. This is just after you have set up your development environment, right? We will go there, this page, after we have set up our development environment. So if I were you, what I will do? Okay, I have a Mac OS system, I have a Mac OS machine. What I will go ahead, spin up these commands. This is for installing a Java 21 where OLake runs. This is for setting up that Golake in Golang environment. This is another command that you have to run. Everything is happening on CLI. Don't worry about anything. It's like just copy paste. If even if you don't want to take this, like press this button, we have this kind of thing. Just press it, it's copied. Easy as that. Then go ahead and run all of these set of command. Node.js is another, Docker is another. Make Docker is of course have it in your system, and then install Maven. These are only the few commands that you have to run. Your development environment is set up. Right now, OLake has been set up. Your development environment where OLake will rest upon has been set up. Right. And then one of the things that we have attention. To better understand the workflow, let's walk through an example of Postgres as a source and destination as iceberg. So here we will going ahead. If you're someone who's setting up a development environment, next up to experiment with OLake, how you can go ahead and do it is this section, is how the source and destination setup runs, right? So if you are a contributor, set up your environment and then run these commands. Now I'll go ahead and expand to you what each and every command of it. So if you can see, there's a big tile of commands over there, and what each and every aspect of it does is, so firstly, it goes to our OLake repository, goes ahead, opens our OLake docs, goes to the master's branch, and under the community goes to this particular file of docker compose.yaml, right? Another file is another docker compose.source.yaml. It spins both of these up. As Docker was already installed in your system, it spins up those existing containers that have been spinned up for your OLake, and now your source and destination setup, and all those data that will be transferred will be taken care of. Simple. This is how it is working. If anyone have any questions for this as well, I'm looking into the chat, so you can go ahead and tell them to me. I will go ahead and take care of it. Okay. So then another thing is, of course, this is Docker Compose -f. So this is justly for setting up and spinning up those Docker Compose files. And this is how the setup looks like. This is how the OLake CLI setup looks like to you. So you have a source. existing set of sources of database, which can be this MongoDB, Postgres, MySQL. OLake is the bridge that is helping you to push your data here to Iceberg or here to Parquet. Now, what it is? You push your data to Iceberg. Why do you push your data to Iceberg? Is only because of the sole reason
Bro,
that
I just need to tell, amazing way of presentation. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. So consider this aspect is of course you have OLake and you want to push your data to Iceberg. Why you have to do that is because that every other data engineer, every other company who's working with terabytes or petabytes of data, they want to go ahead and experiment with the analytics. For example, Netflix, the company that created Apache Iceberg, why they created it is because they wanted to cater recommendations for movies better. They wanted to see how each and every second of data that is ingested into your mainstream on your screen, how you are reacting to it. They wanted to run analytics on it. That's where you need to have an intelligent platform, a table metadata layer that knows how this person is catering to it. That's where Apache Iceberg comes in. So now your data from Postgres gets pushed into some tables, and those tables are already being protected by a brain that Apache Iceberg is. Simple. This is what it is. Now you can go ahead and run your various set of analytics on it. Now you can go ahead and have your good thing that how the table looks like, how the partitions look like, and now you can go ahead and run a various set of analytics as a data engineer, and your company team is happy because they don't have to worry about catering to these set of ugly sources. Simple. Okay. Then you have Parquet. We will not cover, so you don't want to walk around on it. But yeah, then is of course another set of command that you will run is fork and clone. Of course, this is one single command. You will go ahead to this repository. You will clone this repository and go inside the OLake project. Now you are inside the OLake project. Now where you have to go ahead and see all those files and how everything is, right? So then you go and experiment. So every person who is seeing our chat right now, this has been a conversation mostly related to OLEG. So I hope you are interested. If you have any issues, you can go ahead and put into the chat. But this is where it gets interesting. So you have a source.json file. Source.json file is, of course, different for every other sources, right? You can see, you can just see it around. But yeah, Postgres have their own source profile. So this is the file which knows how your data is being feeding from, right? From Postgres, these are the various set of fields. For example, your username of the database is this, your password is this. This is where you should get the data and then push to Apache Iceberg. That is going to be your destination. Simple. Then you need to set up a destination JSON file, another file that just knows what your destination is, right? Here you have just went ahead and told that this is your username, this is your password, and this is where it will get stored. So one of the cool things people push it out to me as a question is why S3? S3 is a bucket where it's a database at the end of the day. So you are getting data from one side and they are pushing to like what it does. So here what is happening is you are pushing the data to S3 in Iceberg format, right? So the Iceberg metadata layer is already getting pushed from your existing source of data to the S3, having the intelligence of Apache Iceberg. So this is what is happening over here, right? Simple as that. And then you have to provide a secret access key, and then we haven't added here, so don't use ours. It's not an accurate one, so you don't experiment with this. You will find these keys on AWS account once you have set it up. So it's pretty easy to see. If you are just troubled around it, you can maybe tell me and I will help you to do that. And these are the commands to run the OLake code, right? If you want to be a contributor, you have to spin these commands. And this is the kind of thing that I've been telling to every other contributor. First, go to this documentation, man. Open this up, run these commands, and then tell me you got a good grasp of it. You run these kind of ingestion tools. Okay, now start contributing. You know how it works now. So these are the commands that will help you to do that. Here it is basically a discover command. What it is, every other person, data engineer, every person out there might know this. So discover command is basically, it is checking that, okay, how is your data being changed? From the previous time, how is the data has evolved? How is the data has been affected? How is the schema has been changed and everything around it. So as I've told here as well, so it requires your source name, which is Postgres, and your config path where it basically is stored, and then type discover. So if you want to learn more about stream.json and how to modify it, we have a guide for that as well. And then is the sync command. is basically for syncing your data from one point to the Apache Iceberg, very, very initial thing where we have our benchmarks. So we help you to do this sync thing the fastest in the world, right? So this is where it holds the power. This one command helps you to go ahead, start up that sync server, do the complete thing of discovering, and then go ahead and push it to Apache Iceberg. Simple as that. And these are the few commands that you will revolve around, right? And then how you can go ahead and query the data after sync is, of course, this one. Once the data has been synced to Apache Iceberg, now you can query it. For example, as I stated, as a Netflix data engineer guy, you can just go ahead and say Game of Thrones season 3, uh, episode number 4. I don't know, I haven't watched it, but yeah, this is where you can go ahead and see the files and how they have been changing. Now you can go ahead and sync it with state enabled, and of course, don't worry about it. State and state disabled is where it's basically like a checkpoint for your data, right? Now start with experimenting with it. This is, of course, one of the good things. We have provided documentation. We have go and start experimenting and see how the data has been shifting. So everything out here is free, open source. You can experiment. Don't worry about it. There's no second step. So and are there any questions for me, Praveen, and related to this?
There,
Yes.
there are a couple of questions, literally,
Hmm.
yes. And
Yeah.
there is a question from two people, Himakshi
Yeah.
and B08. So,
Yeah.
how do mentors actually judge a student beyond code quality? I want you to answer. I don't want to
Hmm.
answer at this point, so I thought like you're doing the same thing. So just go
Got
ahead.
it. Yeah, so as I stated, how I will judge you is, of course, when you will go ahead and have a good GitHub profile, and secondly, once you have got a good grasp of OLake project, once you have went to this particular page, once you have spinned it up, and once you have experimented with it, right? Create me a video of it. Create me a short video of ingesting your data to Apache Iceberg. Showcase me that, and that will basically tell me that this guy knows it. This guy's got a grasp of it somehow, right? So this is how I want to distinguish. And of course, if you haven't even went to our documentation, how will I be able to have that mind like, okay, this person knows that, right? You need to have a like good grasp. You need to have experimented. You need to have a good enthusiasm on that project that you will basically plunder through every other documentation, every other set of page out there just to see how it is working, right? This is how I distinguish you. If you're someone who's interested, this is basically a documentation where you have to find yourself, right? So this is one. And another is anything about this documentation that I'm covering,
Yes,
any
bro.
command.
You have a question from Karthik Hegde as well. Oleg helps to make it easy to copy or
Yeah,
sync.
yeah. So, yeah. So, OLake also may copy or sync the data from operation into a format where entire can. Yeah, exactly. Karthik, yeah, you're pretty much right on it, right? So you can go ahead and run out these tools. So as I was stating, the command that helps you to query the data is where a lot of data engineers find themselves, right? Once they have the data in Apache Iceberg gives you the potential to know about that table, how it is partitioned, how the schema of the table has been looking like. And if you're aware about it, you're also aware of the fact that how from the last point of time this particular row has been changed. There are logs of it that are already there. So now it helps you to go ahead and run and do analytics on it a much better sense, right? And that's where a lot of companies that are using us, Cordial, AstroTalk, Cars24, Lending Card, ByteSpeed, all these companies that are using us are for mostly these use cases, pushing their data to Apache Iceberg, running analytics on it, getting the data as fast as possible to Apache Iceberg. That's what they do. Simple as that. So I hope I would have answered your question. I think let's start some generic questions. We will love to pick them later. And yeah, so guys, let's go to the documentation again. So run this command if you want to go ahead and insert the records into Apache Iceberg, right? So once you have insert the records, now you will see how the sync is happening. So now you can go ahead and see how the data is shifted to Apache Iceberg. Now you can also see and experiment that if I change the data, will it be aware of the change that has been occurred? Will it be able to log it around? This is where those things will happen, right? So here you're just going ahead, going to the container that you have spinned up. You just go ahead and enter it and then run this command that insert this record of these values and this sample data. Once you have done it, then you go ahead and run the sync with state or state disabled. Now what it is, that it's basically seeing that, okay, the state has been shifted and the state has been shifted, how it has been shifted. right? Simple as that. So now it knows, okay, this new field has been added, then how to basically change it around. This is how it revolves. So as simple as that. So nothing more complexities around it. Just run this command and it is aware of it. Simple as that. And then you have update record command. What update record command is, once your existing data has to be updated with this set of command. You updated it, again you try to run the sync. That okay, I have updated this field. Now try to run the sync again. Is it aware of it? If it's aware of it, it will just go ahead and add it to the streams.json file. Streams.json file is where all of your logs and everything exist. So these are 1, 2, 3 commands. These are all of them to show you how the sync happens. So how the data shift happens and how in basically real time you can see the data, how it gets shifted, how the data is being taken care of, and how each and every row is respected. Simple as that. And now, if you don't want to cover this thing and all the fuss around, we have a video, a simple video that will guide you to do each and every set of commands for your use case. Click on it, view it here, and then just okay. So these are some suggestions. I love weekend. So yeah. So these are some of the suggestions, and then you can go ahead and see how each and every single command is. The one I was telling you about how to go ahead and clone it, and if you have clone, how you can go ahead and cd into OLake. So this is the command that has been already covered. Everything is here. Run it in your own speed. Set it up with YouTube. Do whatever you want, and then completely at the end as well, we have a section where we are talking about how to even take care of troubleshooting. So just don't worry your head around it. And so if you're someone who is interested, start contributing. We even have a video, we even have some set of commands to come. So as easy as that, this was the documentation graph. And now we will be taking on some few questions. So you can go ahead and start contributing. And how you can go ahead and start contributing is here. Go to this page, find our Slack, join it, find GitHub issues. Let me just go ahead and open it. Let me just go ahead and see as a contributor. Okay, so I'm completely dumb right now. I don't know what OLake is. So I go here. Okay, I see. Okay, so what it is good second issue? Okay, so good second issue is I guess okay. So second, these are basically tiers. First, easy. Second, like hard, right? So okay, so it's intermediate and it's part of SWoC 26. Let me just go ahead and open it. Okay, so they have told okay, so this
Bro,
function is being used like
people are
this.
saying that
Yeah.
they are not able to open this page or something. Look at the comment
Okay.
from True Aspirant. And in the
Oh,
meantime,
oh, oh.
boss,
Hmm.
do you want another extra 25 points in the leaderboard just for staying so long and asking your questions and stuff? Here,
Sure. Let's just get them. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So let me just find that comment where it was saying it's not able to open it. I don't
it is the
think
last
there are
fourth
any.
comment right now.
Why this page is not showing to me? So true aspirant, this is the URL, right? Just to make it
Bro,
easier for
send it
you.
on Zoom, send it on Zoom. I'll just try to share it here.
Cool, 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 cool,
Maybe
cool.
you are not able to, you won't be able to add comments like links or something like that. I need to make
Yeah,
you a
no worries.
moderator or something. Oh God, you are
Sure.
showing some crazy stuff. Wait, I'm just stopping the screen share. I'm
Yeah.
saving you.
So yeah. So
Saving
let
you,
me just go
teddy
ahead and
bear.
stop. So yeah, the screen share has been stopped, or
No,
we can
that's fine,
still
that's
start.
fine. I have stopped. Bro, you don't stop the screen
No
share. Bro,
worries.
what the hell?
I just I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and send you as a couple
Share
things
the
as
screen
well.
again, but
Yeah.
send me the link in the.
Yeah, yeah. I've sent you
So,
something
should
there.
we
You
create
can.
one issue that lists multiple flaws, bugs, and refactoring coming? Uh, it's good to create one master issue and also create multiple small PRs to fix it at SWoC or any other similar programs.
Mhm. Yeah, I think this has mostly been asked as a project admin point of view.
Yeah, it does,
So
it does, it does.
yeah,
It's a very,
yes.
very perfect question.
Yeah, good question so far. So yeah, like I've sent you the URL as well, Praveen. Maybe you can check your WhatsApp as
I
well.
saw it.
Uh,
You sent in WhatsApp. Folks, for those people who could not open it, please check the
yeah.
right now.
So you will go to this particular page, and once you have got, just go ahead and scroll to this left panel, but it will be of course available to you if you don't even scroll it. Go to this part, setting up development environment, where everything that I explained so far is there, and then go to contribute to OLake, find those issues, start
Hey, don't,
contributing to it,
yeah,
and
don't
open it.
forget about the, oh God, this is bad. Don't forget about this particular, what's the, yeah, my brain is not braining because there is a fire coming here. By the way,
Oh,
you have a check-in thing, 5 minutes, 25 points. Sorry, over to
nice.
you, Akshay, and I need to
Yeah.
fix this one.
No worries. So yeah, people, if you are out there, just go ahead and into these issues, you'll find those bugs. So as I told you, I'm completely dumb right now. If I'm not seeing it around, I will open this issue and then I will see that, okay, this person, like this guy, Aman, has tagged one of our contributors. Hi, Webber, I would like to work on this issue for the social media draft code.
Zoom in.
And he more okay. So this is how
Perfect.
he's told. He also told about his ideation that this is what I've been thinking around. This is what I will do. And what I do as a profile reviewer here is I open this guy's profile. I see how green it is, and I see how valid contributions there are. If there are, I will just go ahead and assign him this issue. But if you don't have the issue assigned and you create a pull request, sad for you, I'm just going ahead and closing that pull request because that's not how the things work in organizations. You need to get that issue assigned first, then only start creating a pull request. Don't put forward your valid time. Don't put forward your all of your precious time in a issue that have not been assigned to you.
It is
Once you
completely
will assign
fine.
it,
It is completely
uh,
fine to explain what is your plan of
exactly,
solving the issue, but don't start working on the issue beforehand. I mean, it's just for your goodness. We are trying to avoid you wasting your time
exactly.
if that is not accepted or something like that.
True. True. Simple as that, folks. So you can just go ahead and find all of these issues in our issues tab, and everything has been listed like that. Every other good organization would have them listed like that. And here are the various. So you can see there are 16 chats that have happened. But let me just go ahead and share with you one of the ones that have been closed, merged as part of SWoC. Pretty interesting. He was one of our contributor SWC. How he started off, let's just go ahead and run it around. Okay, so this person Sujal has been asking, okay, I created a PR, let's just get it reviewed. So how he started off is, of course, we had a description for the issue. We tell them, okay, this is our expected behavior, this is what I want you to
Zoom.
do. More, oh my God. Man, you are not wearing your glasses, right?
It's fine. People are watching on YouTube, so they are watching.
Okay.
Sometimes they are watching on mobile screens. How many of you are watching using mobile screens, folks? Tell me that. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so basically this was the expected behavior. And one of the folks asked me, okay, like, can I just go ahead and start working on it? I reviewed this guy's profile. I assigned him the issue. Issues has been assigned. He provided a pull request, got merged. Simple, right? And then if I will just go ahead and see other set of pull requests as well. So we have a lot of pull requests from our organization that have been merged, but this is, I guess this was closed. And then let's see if there are any other. So this is one of the social winter of core that have been merged, right? So this is the guy named Tejas Tiwari. So as you can see, I know his name already because he's a good contributor. So this is how I know the name. So this guy started working on this particular issue, number 666, asked our maintainer to assign him the issue, got the issue assigned. The profile seems great, and answered that, okay, I have reviewed all the things and I would love to go ahead and address any kind of feedback. Pretty great, pretty good structured. Not any things that we have to worry around. I opened that pull request. He attached the video. So good of him, right? Attached the video that, okay, this is how I contributed. This is how the things have been looking for me and have solved it. Pretty interesting, pretty easy to see. And then we provided them all of our feedbacks. You can see it's so big of a discussion. So big, going on, stretching around. Finally, it got merged, right? But at the end of the day, was it interesting for him? Pretty good. He got a pull request merged from SWC. He got a pull request merged from one of the fastest data replication tool in the world. That's one of the cool things around that. Right. So he can even brag about it now on his GitHub profile. That's how you go have to start contributing. So simple at that. And let's just go again to the slides. And let's just answer a question or two before we comments again. So if do we have so okay, people are saying okay, so is the video and code clear on mobile? Praveen is asking. Okay. So yeah, I am putting in small
And
scale.
even
Sorry
how
for
many,
that. I felt
so many people who have said me, I, or something like that, they are all watching in a small, like, Apple Watch.
oh my God. Yes.
And I don't know
Okay, folks.
how much clear they have seen the individual comments on the pull request and stuff. That's why at the last moment I will like screw it. We
Okay. People, if you're not able to see it, no worries. I'm a minimalist kind of person. I have mine at 60% zoomed out. I don't know why I like it, but I
Bro,
think
actually,
I'm
I have in front of me, it's a 60-inch screen, by the way. So can't blame others, right? So that's exactly
oh
what
my.
I was try to be compassionate. That's about open source, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So, folks, this was around it. Let's just go ahead to the next section where we have this famous Spider-Man meme. So, let me just go ahead and close off that sidebar. And of course, how it seems like to manage contributor at scale. Very big thing that have been in my mind. This was a discussion that I even had internally with the SWoC and everything, right? So mostly three things revolve in my mind when I see it: transparency, structure, and trust, right? We have to go ahead and keep things transparent at OLake, right? Every other feature we push, every other bug we find, every other issue we are facing from OLake, we make it transparent for you so you can even go ahead and start contributing. We don't keep it internally. This is one of the things that we have to do. This is one of our own responsibilities. Then we have to go ahead and have a good structure. If any other project admins are viewing this particular live stream, this is one of your answers for you. Have a good structure for a repository. Don't have some fancy animations. That's not what I'm talking about. Is I'm already don't like it, but have it structured. Have a good README. Have a good contributing.imd. Have it have heck even have contributors creating or contributing.imd. They even do that, right? So have a good README. Have it structured. Have those different guidelines that how you can find the documentation. Have a GIF. Have those kind of interesting things. See the things with the lens of a contributor. That's all you have to do. And then thirdly, having trust, right? Every other contributor out there, man, is out there putting their hours, putting their time to contribute to a repository, and they're seeing it in a very respected sense. That's where you have to make it worthwhile for them. Answer them with the good structured comments that, okay, you have been this good, like, but maybe this is not something that you might like. Maybe you can check some other repositories in SWC because you don't have a good experience. But have it structured, answer their questions first, and then do the successive thing, right? And of course, there are some challenges of scaling, right? There are around 30, 40 plus contributors from 10 different time zones. So of course, this is, I guess, would be the next slide or something that would be. But yeah, one of the questions that even have people have been asking, like, why do pull request reviews take so much time? Well, people, we are an organization. We are catering to things from our stakeholders. We are catering things from our developers to the companies that are using us, that already have been using us for their own use case. We have to cater their features, their issues first. Once we do that, then we will look into the bandwidth of your pull request. That's why it might take a week or a week and a half to get back with a review. That's where if you're putting your time into it, make it worthwhile. By the meantime, push out a video. So when we are giving you a review back, it's very much structured so that by the next week, when we come by again, it gets merged. Simple as that, right? I showed you the guy Tejas, right? He contributed and he waited and he went to our Slack and said, "Okay, do you guys have the bandwidth for this? Can we get this pull request merged? Can you go ahead and provide me this review to the pull request?" As simple as that. That's what you have to do. There are some challenges that comes with the scaling, right? Being a project admin, I saw firsthand, right? I have to be awake at 2 a.m. in the night to even answer some of your questions, right? But I don't like any of the pull request or issues just empty. I give you a comment or two out everything if you are contributing, right? So don't worry about it, right? So how we at Oleg solve this is, of course, having contributing MD and of course giving some experienced contributors a chance for reviews and everything. Like, so easy as that. And of course, we have the good first issue labels and everything around it. So you can go ahead and start contributing, right? And up next is, of course, if you are a new contributor, how your journey is going to be looking like after, if you are actually pretty much serious and you want to start contribute, right? So this is a slide by the way from Titanic, if you would have seen that movie. So firstly, discover the repositories, discover the repository in SWC, discover the repository in GSOC and everywhere. Discover those once they are live, right? Explore the documentation, see what their project structure looks like, put forward a question if you have. Pick an issue. Pick an issue from their GitHub. See how it is. See if you can contribute. If you can contribute, good luck on that. Or if you don't want to do that, we will love to go ahead and get your contribution in forms of blog or documentation if you're interested. Ask your questions. Don't at all hesitate. Put forward your questions. Put forward all of your dumb questions and everything. You love to respect them, right? Create a pull request and then wait for it. This is how it looks like, right? Of course, it doesn't take 84 years, but it might take some weeks. It might take some days, but of course, very worthwhile for a repository. Heck, if I will see six contributions on a complete year planner and six contributions out there from GSOC, I will accept you, right? Because you know how it works, right? You are not one who want to keep the GitHub profile green, but keep it on a quality sense. And then the power of community. Praveen, you started off this program. You
Yep.
were the one who are managing it around. You are the one who has been the face of it. You
I
and Jay, and I've been seeing it around.
I don't
How
want to
has
take
the
I
community
don't want to
evolved?
take the whole credits. Obviously, it's a teamwork. Jay
Yeah,
and
of course.
Abhishek has done a lot as well along with me. So I
Exactly,
have been
exactly.
helping them as well. Yes. What was your question again?
Yeah, so like how do you think like the community has evolved over the years and how everyone are there connecting? Because I see Discord pumping up with some really great questions. So how has it been for you looking at it?
Community as a whole, open source community in India, and specifically from South India,
Hmm.
I could see a lot of people. Like for example, Kirti and Vandana. They are all from South India. I
Okay.
haven't seen people from these four states
Hmm.
enjoying it or like coming in and talking about these things so often. So this is something new that I have been noticing in the past couple of years, which is great. That's a great win. And another thing is, yeah, there are bad things also happening. So
Yeah.
AI slop. Oh my God, this is going too much, man. So a lot of people, like for example, the Sapna College incident, so literally screwed up the whole thing. So people started putting random PRs and big organizations during Hacktoberfest. That gave a huge bad name on Indian developers who are just the
Exactly.
script
Yeah.
kiddies and stuff like that, and that is changing as well. And so things are going good. Community is growing amazing, but I still couldn't find good number of likes for our live stream, folks.
Hmm.
Make some good likes there.
Like if
Like,
people.
yeah. So it would be nice to have some at least like 50 to 100 likes in this. Okay, shameless publicity. Anyway, so people need to do something about the personal branding side of things as well. Communication wise, even though we keep telling a lot of times, hey, here is this one, here is that one, I keep getting questions today morning. Where is the leaderboard? Where exactly is the what is SWoC? Oh my god. I feel like I want to jump from the building. Seriously. So, I mean, apart from these things, yes, there are good things happening as well. So, yeah, Vandana, amazing questions. Kirti, amazing questions. Sahil, most amazing experiences. I would
True.
really love to work with you three to on a live stream or something like that. That might help boost your personal branding as well as something that I can learn as well. A lot of people can learn from you all. So this is one best example of how communities are doing great. They used to say "ஒரு
Yeah.
பானை சோற்றுக்கு ஒரு சோறு பதம்," which means in a whole bowl of okay. I will quote my chemistry Vadhyar's dialogue: "One apple, rotten apple; all apple, rotten apple." Something like that. So similarly,
Yeah.
if you want to test the quality of this whole pot of rice, you can take one small grain of rice to check it. So that's what exactly I could say. These three people are the grains, and I'm so proud about these people. That's what I would say.
Nice. Lovely. 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 Lovely.
I
So it's of course. Yeah, Praveen. Start.
I could
You
see a
have.
lot of people are indeed, even at this point of time, they are scared about things. If you
Hmm.
are still unsure about open source, that's totally fine. It's okay. I started with nothing. Join these
Yeah.
people's Slack, explore the repositories, ask the questions, ask right questions. So that way, just start small. Everything starts with a small baby step, right? So that is something that I would say.
Exactly. Of course, like of course, Sahil has been engaging pretty good in the like the live chat, but of course, as you can see, he also had a good, interesting question was that is it good to create a project through open source only? Just creating a README, structure an idea, and let other handle all. Of course, with mentoring
Exactly.
admin.
And
So
one
I
more thing,
have.
and one more
Uh,
thing, to improve your communication and all these things, like you, I believe a
yeah.
lot of people have actually found so much insightful discussions today. Why don't you take a screenshot of this, post it on LinkedIn, tag myself and Akshay? Probably Akshay can hire you.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, like if you are putting ourselves out there, if you are building a face value for you, I have a huge ton of respect for you already. If you are not scared to get a camera, pan at you, and even just have a live chat open and then click a picture and you are showing off your face, I would love to go ahead and have a person like that in my team. So yeah. So of course, to answer your question, Sahil, I have seen a good amount of projects that have a good ideation and everything, but I would think you still need to have some good amount of setup already because every other contributor out there might not relate with your idea as you think, right? They might have their own ideation. You have to go successively in so many meetings, so many discussions just to get on with them, right? So it basically creates more of this. Give some time to your personal project, give some time creating the initial structure, and then you are pretty much good to go. And then you are pretty much have a good grasp around it. And then push it out to the open source people. Having those maintainers and admins still taking care of it. So I think that was pretty much it. And yeah, great to know, Vandana, that you like the session, and thanks a lot to everyone. And we will just wrap up all the slides. So if you are someone who's interested, let me just go ahead and share with you some QRs. Just find it over here and scan these out. So this is our GitHub. This is our documentation, and I hope I'm pointing in the right places. This is our Slack. So this is how the things are, and this is where you can go ahead and join. Go to our GitHub, go to our documentation, go to our Slack directly from here, and then see how it has been looking out for you. And if you have any set of questions, I have a bot that takes care of sending you a DM from my account that, hi, this is from where you can go ahead and go to the documentation. This is where our good first issues are on Slack. In the same DM, reply to me if you still haven't understood it. I would love to go ahead and cater all of your questions. And up next, the very last thing we have already discussed is, of course, it takes so much time, but it's so worth it. Just go ahead and start contributing it. Bag those relations with those people, with those developers. Have them on your freaking Slack, DMing and having conversations to join their workshops and webinars. And we would love to go ahead and have a continued chat with you, man. We'd love to go ahead and have you around. And of course, if you have some good skills, you're gonna be getting even better. That I have stated here. Skills. So that's what you're gonna be getting, right? And join our community call where we're gonna be sharing the new connectors and everything we have seen. S3 connector that has been merged. He was also Praveen. He was also a contributor. So a contributor created a completely new feature, a S3 connector for us. So very big thing that has been merged, and we will have a community spotlight call where we will be welcoming him in this community call, and we will be telling that how we thought of the architecture and how we thought the complete open source ecosystem of OLake. So that was one. And people, find yourself out there. I would love to see you on Slack. I would love to see you that, okay, this is where I came from the session and I've started contributing. And up last, connect with me and Praveen, the science guy. So if you know what I meant, Bill Nye, if you know Praveen, Bill Nye, the science guy, the very famous Bill Nye, the
What is
science
this
guy.
Praveen the science guy?
You have a Praveen Science everywhere, dude. You have it on what do you say? Like you have it on LinkedIn, you have it on your YouTube. But yeah, like you have it over with like
You messed up my
why not?
brand. That's the reason.
But yeah, like there's a very famous guy, Bill Nye, the science guy. Everyone would have watched it. I used to watch it in my younger days. So
I
go
would
ahead,
I would
connect with
stick
him.
with Praveen Science. Thanks.
Praveen Science. So let me just no, I can't even
You
zoom
can't
in
do
with
anything.
it.
It's fine.
But
It's fine.
yeah. But yeah, folks, connect with this community of SWoC. Connect with Praveen.
At least I hope the both the QR codes are right.
Don't worry about it. Both of the QR codes are not mine.
Oh,
So like it's not it's of course yours. So yours is on
oh,
the
thank you.
right and one is mine.
All right.
So connect with us on LinkedIn, connect with us on Slack, and wherever you find us. Subscribe to this guy, Praveen, like his a live chat. And folks, we are having some cool discussions around SWOC in this complete span of 2-3 months,
Folks, seriously,
find
if
us
you
there
if
and
you
start
if
contributing.
you love the stream, please bring your friends. The stream will be always there. Bro, I stopped the screen sharing by the way. You're zooming in and out. Okay, so
God damn it,
bring in
brother.
your friends and then talk about Akshay and Praveen. So we
Yeah,
both here. And definitely this stream will be always there up online. So please send it to everyone and stuff. And hopefully that helps. And do take a screenshot of this screen if possible. Akshay, say hi. Take a screenshot of this. You know
oh
what?
yeah.
In YouTube, you can do something really cool. Like right click twice, and then you will see a copy video frame. Just use the copy video frame,
Oh,
save video frame, or something like that. Take that as a screenshot, and then share it on LinkedIn. Tag me and Akshay. Akshay is going to look at all the tags as well. I'm also going to
yeah,
look at all my tags as well. Absolutely yes, and then definitely. Thing.
yeah.
Hey, 1 minute. There are so many questions again.
Are
Um,
there? Okay.
Wait, Vandana, what is this YouTube leaderboard? ఆ యూట్యూబ్ లో ఏంటి లీడర్ బోర్డ్ ఉంది ఓకే యూట్యూబ్ లీడర్ బోర్డ్ అంటే దేర్ ఇస్ దిస్ హ్యూజ్ లైక్ మిస్టర్ బీస్ట్ టీ సిరీస్ అండ్ ఆల్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్ ద టాప్ 1 and 2 మేబీ దట్ కుడ్ బి ఇట్ ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఐ వుడ్ బి ఈవెన్ నియర్ దట్ బట్ I'm like 12.5k subscribers. I don't know when I will become 12.1 million subscribers. So million k, I think I need to do 1,000 times more than this. So another
Yeah.
6,000 years.
Yeah, so Naraj has one question. I think that would be one of our last questions. So he's saying of don't keep yourself, of course, limited to the open source computations, Naraj. So what you
Ah,
can go ahead and do is uh, start contributing. There are every other repository out there is open source nowadays because everyone welcomes open source contributions, right? Just find those repositories. Maybe what I used to do, go ahead and do is I used to find the repositories under GSOC and SWC that have been a part of past programs. Still go back to the repository, still find the issues, and still push some new pull requests. You can go ahead and do that because if they were a part of GSOC, they were a part of SWC, they already know how to cater to the contributors. So I think that would one thing that you can go ahead and do. And if you folks, if you have any doubt around I think Vandana is asking this, the emblem that comes, the number to number one. That is, I guess, for the live chat, Vandana. The one who is asking a lot of questions, they get a number two, as you can see. Like,
I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Sahil lost the number one. Sahil was number one. He
yeah,
lost number one, number two, number three. Vandana is in number
yeah.
three.
He's
Vandana
still,
got
yeah.
just she just got demoted literally. Look at that. Vandana was number one. Then in the
Uh,
third chat it was number two, and the last chat number three. Now if she makes a chat, I don't know whether it's gone. But Sahil, you will always stay in our hearts.
yeah, sure. So, lovely, lovely, lovely session, and I hope a lot of folks have you got a good grasp around it. And we are out there on Discord. On LinkedIn, you can find Akshay Kumar Sharma. Praveen already has his own profile. He has got, I guess, 36,000 followers. So you can, of course, find him too.
Am I?
And I would love to connect with you. Yeah, I think you have a good ton of followers. So that's good. So I've been somewhat jealous of you, but yeah. So great, great, great discussion with you
No,
folks.
no
And
jealousy in open source. I'm gonna help you get you more.
no, no, no worries.
Hey, I'm just
So,
trying to
folks.
find that LinkedIn link. I couldn't find it now. Oh my God. Oh yeah, because I refreshed the page. Dang,
Oh my God. Oh my
that
God.
is bad. Okay, cool. Fine.
Yeah, so folks, connect with me, connect with Praveen, and be there on Discord. Tag me. You can just tag me with the name Akshay on Discord if you still have questions. OLake has a separate channel, Discord as well on SWC. You can put there for questions out there. So yeah, I guess that would be an end. Praveen, you have sent yours. Praveen, go ahead and
Send me
connect with
yours
other
in
folks.
Zoom, and I'll just add yours as well.
Okay, 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 okay. So
Not
folks,
not
if you
in
want to
that.
connect,
Send me in Zoom.
cool, 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 cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna send you and
I
yeah, over
got it.
there in the chat,
Super.
connect with me.
Folks, connect with Akshay Kumar Sharma as well. See, here is his LinkedIn. So hit the like, share it with everyone. And it's almost like 1.5 hours. Thank you so much for listening patiently. And it was really, really good. Hats off to you all. And thank you so much for those super chats as well. Oh my God, I did not expect that. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye,
Thanks a
everyone.
lot for having me, Praveen. Bye bye.